Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs, and it's coming up next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff, and it should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, for these Kansas City Chiefs, they, of course, were Super Bowl champions 3 years ago. The win over the Niners in Miami. They fell to the Bucs in Tampa a couple years back. They had the blown lead in the AFC title game against Cincinnati last year. And now they're back, making their third trip to the big game in 4 years.
And their recent history only increases the urgency to try and win another Super Bowl title with this group.
Meanwhile, it took until Super Bowl 52 for the Eagles to lift the Lombardi Trophy for the first time. And not too many players are left from that squad 5 years ago. But this new group is looking to write a new chapter of Eagles lore.
Yeah, we certainly all remember that performance in the win over New England. Nick Foles throwing for 373 yards, catching the Philly special that will go down as one of the most iconic play calls in Super Bowl history. Now they're back and looking to make it 2 titles in 6 years.
Set, and here we go. Super Bowl 57 is underway. Taken at the goal line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
I think we all heard about it in the offseason. There were many questions asking if Philadelphia might consider bringing in another quarterback to replace Jalen Hurts. He answered emphatically, "This is my team," and he led them to a Super Bowl appearance. A well-deserved moment for this quarterback who just kept his head down, kept working, and eliminated all the noise.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I really like what he did there, because he took his practice work and converted it to game action, because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Hurts. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
You can't help but continue to marvel at how well this man's career has gone so far. Now in his 5th season as KC starter, he's never missed a conference title game, and he's taking the field in his 3rd Super Bowl. Simply dominant, it's easy to envision him being one of the top quarterbacks for many years to come.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Smith-Schuster, 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And out now come the Eagles. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run here with Sanders. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. One quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 3-0 is our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter. Hurts sets up to throw it. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Aaron Sipas now. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Yeah, they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 36 yards on the play.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there at 22.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now here's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And they're able to add on to their advantage. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. The touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. Looking sideline, incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Hurts to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chris Jones, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Aaron Sipos on to punt as he'll get this one away now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Mahomes going to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Two minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 4th and 1, they wind up taking the 3, but I'm not sure that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all, but the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us, let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On 1st down, Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This from 54 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. Well, that is not what you want to see from him on the big stage, obviously. And he's been so reliable all season long.
A big part of why they've gotten here to this game. But you have to wonder, will this haunt them later as the Super Bowl progresses?
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for Philadelphia. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Hurts complete. That's Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Hurts gets this to Sanders. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Smith catches left side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got it. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd down and goal. Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are on the board here in this Super Bowl. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that'll make it 13-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Out on on the edge. You love to have cornerbacks like that that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
It's a second down run with Sanders. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi Trophy as we begin. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to get this up to midfield. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. He was brought down by Patrick Johnson.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now Edwards-Helaire. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Mahomes going to leave it with Edwards-Helaire on the draw. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Mahomes will throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Hurts and the Eagles now down by 2 touchdowns. 57 seconds to go. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in this Super Bowl. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Throwing is Hurts. Pass complete. Goddard. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Into the hands of Sanders. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way. Didn't have to face some adversity in the journey. And now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.